Okay guys, so sagutan ulit natin isa pang problem natin falling under the category of the so-called method of joints dito sa ating tinatawag na analysis of structure. So ito yung problem statement natin. Determine the loads in each of the members of the truss that is shown. So make also a listing of the magnitude and then the kind of load to which the member is actually being subjected. So kung titingnan natin configuration, we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. 5 members. So ano na ba yung mga members na to? So 1, meron tayo member AB. Then 2, meron tayong member AC. Then 3, meron tayong member AD. Then 4, meron tayong member BC. Then last one is meron tayong 5 member CD. So, ang una natin gagawin dito is for us to be able to solve for the corresponding reaction. So, in this case, kung titignan natin yung corresponding figure, meron tayo dito makikita ng dalawang support in the form of a roller and then in the form of a pin or that of a hinge. So, gawan natin siya ng corresponding free body diagram. So, sa roller, meron tayong isang reaction. Then, since yung roller natin is actually mounted on top of a plane surface, si roller, magbibigay siya ng corresponding reaction upwards. So, RD natin is going up. And then, dito sa may A, meron tayong pin or hinge. So, kung narinig ko yung sinabi ko sa inyo last time, pagdating sa case ng pins or hinges, meron tayong dalawang corresponding reaction. So, isang vertical, tapos isang horizontal. So, yung concept called free body diagram, nagre-relate tayo doon sa concept called equilibrium. So, kailangan balancing figure. So, kung titignan natin corresponding configuration, wala tayong makikitang externally applied force na horizontal. So, meaning, even though meron tayong pin or hinge dito at ina-expect natin na meron tayong horizontal component of force, dahil wala naman siyang kukontrahin na horizontal component of force, pwede natin ngayong assume na yung area of X is said to be 0. So, another one is yung area of Y natin dito. So, i-assume natin yung area of Y natin is going up. So, yun nga yung sinabi ko sa inyo kanina na yung area of X natin is equivalent to 0. So, reason where area of X is considered to be 0 with no horizontal applied external force or that of a load. So, una natin gagawin dito is for us to be able to determine this one of the two unknown reactions. So, RD as well as area of Y. So, in this case, ang gagawin natin dito is for us to try to take moment summation at A para eventually mawala si area of Y and then para at least mawala din yung expect natin ng area of X which is equivalent to 0. So, moment summation at A, all forces going in the clockwise direction are considered to be positive. So, in this case, lumalabas. Pag nag-rotate tayo sa A, ang corresponding sign convention natin ng 20, since ito is along doon sa direction ng turning motion, ang sign convention niya is positive. Then, kung titingnan natin, dahil tayo ay nag-take ng moment summation at A, with respect dito sa position ng 20, lumalabas, titingnan natin, yung perpendicular distance niya is you have 4. So, you have here positive 20 multiplied by 4. So, yung last force na kinakailangan natin consider para mabuo natin moment summation at A is itong RD. So, titingnan natin, pag nag-rotate tayo ngayon dito sa A, sasalubong ngayon ng turning motion with respect to sa direction ng RD, which is going up. So, since nagsalubong yung direction ng RD with respect to sa turning motion, ang sign convention natin ng RD is labeled as negative. Now, kung titignan natin yung corresponding configuration, lumalabas na yung pinaka-distance natin from this point, from one endpoint to the other endpoint, you have 4 plus 3.5 or you have a total of 7.5. So, since wala na, sarado na natin sa 0 is equivalent to 0. So, in this case, pagka ni-rearrange natin yung equation, you have 20 multiplied by 4 divided by 7.5. Lumalabas na yung reaction natin at the roller is an upward reaction which is equivalent to 10.67. So, in this case, para naman makuha natin yung area of Y, pwede na lang tayo mag-take ng summation forces vertical. So, in this case, kung tignan natin corresponding configuration, you have 1, 2, 3 vertical components of force. So, lalabas ngayon yan is 1, meron tayong RD na previously computed. Since ang direction natin ng RD is going up, ang sign convention niya is positive. Then, meron tayong externally applied load na going down. So, ang sign convention niya is positive, negative 20. And then, last one, in-assume natin na yung area of Y natin is going up. So, ibig sabihin, si area of Y natin is positive. So, since wala na, sasarado na natin equation which is equivalent to 0. 9. So, ilagay natin corresponding value ng RD which is equivalent to positive 10.67 minus 20. So, in this case, mas mananaig yung negative sign convention. So, kakapusin itong positive value natin dito. So, in this case, tama lamang na assumption natin yung area of y natin is going up. So, positive area of y is equivalent to 0. So, kukuhanin natin yung difference between positive 10.67 minus 20. You have negative 9.33 plus area of y is equivalent to 0. So, therefore, pwede na natin ngayon sabihin na yung value ng area of y natin, which is going up, is equivalent to 9.33 kilonewton. So, yan. Now, ayos natin. So, para mag-push through na tayo o matuloy tayo sa tinutukoy nating concept called the so-called method of joints, ang gawin natin dito is kinakailangan i-check natin yung mga previously computed values ng reaction. Gaya nga sinabi ko sa inyo before, supposedly meron kayong makakuha mali na value ng isang reaction na gagamitin natin sa mga corresponding methods of joint na isolation. So, pagdating sa dulo, malaking possibility na mamali siya kung mali yung mga makukuha natin mga corresponding reaction. So, in this case, ang gagawin natin is double check lang natin kung tama ba yung area of y as well as yung RD. So, checking if the computed reactions are actually said to be correct. So, in this case, ang gagawin natin dito, kanina, nag-take tayo moment summation at A. So, ang gagawin naman natin dito is for us to take moment summation at C. So, bilangin muna natin mga corresponding force. You have here 1, you have 2, you have 3. So, hindi na-counted yung area of x since ito is equivalent to 0. So, with moment summation at C, even though walang force na directly makikita at C, makikita natin yung RD natin papunta doon sa may direction na C. So, since yung RD, wala naman siyang perpendicular distance with respect to sa C, hindi na ngayon counted yung RD. So, in this case, instead na you have 1, 2, and then 3 available forces, para consider natin sa moment summation, magkakaroon na lang tayo ng dalawang available forces para consider. So, wala na si RD, so matitira si 20, and then matitira naman ulit si 9.33. So, kung titignan natin, ang sign convention natin ng 20 dito is negative. So, iikot tayo at C. So, ikot. So, ikot. So, since yung direction ng turning motion natin sa salubong do sa arrowhead ng pinaka 20 kN na load, ang sign convention natin is negative 20. So, in distance ng B, papunta sa C, kung titignan natin sa ilalim, you have 3.5. Then, ikot ulit sa C, pansinin nyo na yung turning motion natin with respect sa direction ng RFY is along. So, ibig sabihin, ang sign convention ng RFY natin is said to be positive. So, RFY, tapos kung titignan natin yung distance from one endpoint towards the other endpoint, you have 4 plus 3.5 or you have a total of 7.5. So, since wala na tayong consider na value, it is equivalent to 0. Yan. So, kung i-rearrange natin ngayon yung tinutukoy nating equation, so, tingnan natin, no? So, negative 20 multiplied by 3.5. So, gawin natin dito is, i-plot natin ngayon yung value na nakuha nating area of y kanina, which is 9.33 multiplied by 7.5 is equivalent to 0. So, kung sisimplify natin yung part and portion na to, eventually, ang lalabas sa kanya is you have negative 0.025, which is almost equivalent to 0. Again, pag nag-check kayo, since nagkaroon tayo ng rounding off ng value at di natin ginamit yung true value, don't expect na yung value natin is exactly equivalent to 0. So, kinakailangan lang natin para ma-check natin yung computed values ng reaction is that yung checking summation of moment natin, kinakailangan mag-result siya sa value na almost equivalent to 0. So, in this case, you have negative 0.025 is almost equivalent to 0. So, in this case, check na yung value. So, ibig sabihin, pwede na tayo ngayon mag-proceed sa tinutukoy nating concept called method of joints. So, titignan natin ngayon, ilan yung possible joints na pwede nating isolate. So, you have 1, you have 2, you have 3, and then you have 4, di ba? So, gaya nga sinabi ko sa inyo, kung i-employ nyo or gagamitin nyo yung tinutukoy nating method of joints, kinakailangan mag-identify tayo ng joint kung saan meron tayong reference value, and then dapat yung mga corresponding members natin na unknown yung mga corresponding loads o yung forces, kinakailangan kakonti. So, in this case, base doon sa sinabi ko sa inyo, dito lang natin makita yung mga reference values tayo. So, you have here at joint D, kung saan ang reference value natin is you have 10.67. And then, at joint A, kung saan ang reference value natin is area of y, which is 9.33. Ang problem natin dito sa may joint at A is you have 1, 2, and then 3. 3 members kung saan unknown yung mga corresponding forces. So, iwasan natin yung A. So, sa D, kung papasin natin, you have 1 and then you have 2 possible unknown members. Sa C, kung papasin natin, hindi po pwede kasi lumalabas, wala tayong given value na pwede natin pagkuhanan, di ba? So in this case, lumalabas 1, 2, then 3 unknown members. So, sabihin, obviously, ang matitira natin dito choice dito is actually dito sa may B. So, kung titingnan natin ngayon yung B, meron tayo ditong reference value, which is equivalent to 20 kilonewton. Tapos, kung titingnan natin in terms of the number of unknown members, dalawa lang siya. So, pasok na pasok doon sa tinutukoy nating condition kung saan kinakailangan meron tayong given value and then in terms of the number of unknown members, kinakailangan konti. So, unahin naman natin yung joint at B. So, start with a joint with a known force or given force and then with the lesser number of members. So, base dito sa sinabi ko sa inyong statement is that pwede tayo mag-start either at joint B or at joint B instead. So, ang gagawin natin dito is unahin muna natin yung B compare dito sa may D. So, tingnan natin. So, joint B. So, kung ano yung nakikita nyo dito ng corresponding forces, yun at yun lang din lalag natin. So, bawal magdagdag ng force o values na hindi naman kasama doon sa actual configuration. So, makikita natin, you have 20 kN externally applied load. And then, your horizontal member is labeled as BC. And then, yung inclined member natin is labeled as AB. Then, since inclined siya, ibig sabihin, kinakailangan meron tayong angle. So, kung wala man tayong angle, kinakailangan at least meron tayong tinatawag na triangle dimension. So, kung titingnan natin yung right triangle nito, ito siya. So, ito yung right triangle, hypotenuse, adjacent side, and then opposite side. So, lumalabas ngayon na yung opposite side natin dito, ang value niya is you have 3. And then, yung adjacent side natin dito, kung titingnan natin yung pinakailalim niya, ang value niya is actually 4. So, kung gagamitan natin siyang Pythagorean theorem formula, so you have 3 square plus 4 square, kung ano yung square root ng combined values ng dalawang yon, so you have here 5, di ba? Yan. So, sabi ko nga sa inyo, pagdating sa method of joints, dalawa lamang yung possible formulas na pwede natin gamitin. So, exclusively is summation forces vertical o kaya summation forces horizontal. So, hindi siya po pwedeng gamitan na summation moment kasi unang-una, wala naman tayong nakikita dito mga perpendicular distances, di ba? So, titingnan natin, ano ba unahin natin? X equation o Y equation. So, ganito yung pagbasa. So, yung BC natin is an X force and then yung AB natin is inclined. So, kung inclined siya, meron siyang X, meron siyang Y. So, supposedly, kung tayo man ay magtitik ng summation forces horizontal, lalabas yung BC and then lalabas din yung AB of X. So, lumalabas dalawa unknowns natin. So, instead of trying to take summation forces horizontal, ang gagawin natin dito is consider natin summation forces vertical. So, pag tayo ay nag-take na summation of forces vertical, lumalabas ngayon, ang reference value natin dito is 20 kN down. So, ang sign convention niya is negative. Now, kung papansinin natin, ang Y component na kukontra dito sa 20 is manggagaling kay AB. Then, kung papansinin natin, negative siya. Then, dalawa lang naman ang bubuo sa equation natin di ba? So, lumalabas, para mag-zero siya, ang kukonsider natin dito ang AB of Y is hindi siya negative. Kasi kung negative siya, ang lalabas dito is negative 20 minus negative 20. Sabihin nun, hindi magiging equilibrium. So, in this case, ang gagamitin natin dito ang value ng AB of Y is actually positive. So, since wala na, is equivalent to 0. So, ito na nga yung AB of Y natin, which is going up as suggested by the sign convention. Kasi sabi dito, pag pataas daw, ang sign convention is positive. So, in this case, you have negative 20 plus AB. So, breakdown natin yung Y. Ang Y, katumbas niya is you have sine ng theta of X is equivalent to 0. So, in this case, you have negative 20 plus AB. So, ang katumbas ngayon ng sine ng angle is opposite all over hypotenuse. So, ang opposite side natin is you have 3. Hypotenuse side naman natin is you have 5. So, 3 all over 5 is equivalent to 0. So, i-cross multiply natin yan as in 20 multiplied by 5 divided by 3. Eventually, ang makukuha natin value ng AB is equivalent to 33.33 kilonewton. Now, ang tanong ngayon dito is, ang AB ba is actually in via compression or tension? Now, since yung direction natin ng AB of Y is actually going up, nag-decide tayo ngayon na yung direction ng AB natin is papunta doon sa joint B, di ba? So, in this case, since yung arrowhead niya is papunta doon sa, generally doon sa location ng joint B itself, lumalabas ang corresponding effect niya is via compression. Yan. So, after natin ang tinutukoy natin vertical equation, susunod man natin yung isang equation, which is yung horizontal equation. So, list down muna natin na yung value ng AB is found to be at the value of 33.33 kN. Load type natin is via compression. So, ang gawin naman natin, summation forces horizontal, all forces going to the right are considered to be positive. So in this case, since nagpakita na ngayon si ABFY at na-decide tayo na AB natin is via compression, i-breakdown natin ngayon yung AB in terms of AB of X. Makikita natin yung AB of X niya is directed going to the right. So lumalabas ngayon sa summation forces horizontal, all forces going to the right are considered to be positive. So sign convention natin dito na AB of X is found to be positive. Yan. So positive AB of X. Then, dito na tayo magde-decide ngayon kasi ang kukontra sa AB of X is itong BC kasi siya din is actually horizontal. So, para mag-0, ang pipiliin natin BC dito is actually negative BC. So, since dalawa lang yan, sarado na natin, saradong 0. Yan. So, in this case, you have here AB, yung X, breakdown natin, maging cosine theta of X minus BC is equivalent to 0. So, katumbas ng cosine theta of X is adjacent all over hypotenuse. So, kanina, you have opposite all over hypotenuse. You have 3 over 5. So, adjacent side is you have 4 all over 5. So, ang AB value natin kanina was found to be at a value of 33.33. So, katumbas ng cosine ng angle theta of X is you have 4 all over 5. Which is then equivalent to BC or minus BC is equivalent to 0. So, in this case, simplify natin. So, equate natin siya as in 33.33 multiplied by 4 divided by 5 is equivalent to BC. So, eventually, kung makakompute natin siya properly, actual value ng BC natin is you have 26.664 kilonewton. Now, ang tanong dito is ganito. Ano ba ngayon si BC? Si BC ba is tensional compression? So, kung titingnan natin, ang in-affix natin sign convention dito sa BC is actually negative. So, base sa equation na to, pagpakanan negative, pagpakanan is positive. Pag naman going the opposite direction, ang sign convention naman niya is negative. So in this case, i-direct ngayon natin ngayon si BC papunta to the left. So meaning, kung papunta to the left, yung arrowhead with respect to sa joint B, ang corresponding effect ng BC natin is once again via compression. Ayan. So nakakadalawa na tayo. Ang BC natin, ang magnitude niya is you have 26.664 kilonewton. Ang load type niya is still the same, which is via compression. So, yan. So, after ng joint B, saan tayo lilipat? So, ang goal natin dito is tatalon tayo doon sa mga adjacent joints niya. So, tingnan natin. So, relocate to another joint or adjacent joint. So, say joint C. So, in this case, kung babasinin natin, sa joint C, tatlo yung members na makikita natin na mabubutol. So, you have here member CD, you have here member AC, and then meron tayo dito member BC kung saan nakuha na natin previously ang kanyang corresponding value. So, at joint C, ito siya. So, kung titignan natin, nakuha na natin previously yung BC. So, kanina, sabi, ang BC natin is, you have 26.664, tapos, ang corresponding effect niya is via compression. So, kung compression siya, ang corresponding direction niya is papunta doon sa joint at C. So, tingnan natin triangle dimension. So, ito yung right triangle natin. Ito, hanggang dito, hanggang doon. So, lumalabas na yung opposite side natin. Ang basa natin is you have 3. And then, yung adjacent side naman natin dito, you have 4 plus 3.5 or you have a total of 7.5. So, kung gagamitan natin siya ng Pythagorean theorem formula, lumalabas na yung hypotenuse side niya is equivalent to 8.07774. So, yan. So, ang tanong ngayon dito is between the two exclusive formulas na pwede natin gamitin, X saka Y, anong pwede natin gamitin? So, kung titignan natin, ang pagkukuha natin ng value is actually itong BC. So, kung titignan natin, ang BC natin is horizontal or X. So, mauna muna yung summation forces of X. So, summation forces of X. So, since yung BC natin is going to the right, ang sign convention niya is positive. So, since dalawa lang naman yung makikita natin sa figure na magkokontrahan, so BC, respected sa AC of X, so walang X component si CD kasi purely vertical siya, di ba? So, kung si BC natin is positive, para mag-0 siya, ang pipiliin natin AC of X should be negative. So, since dalawa lamang siya, which is equivalent to 0. So, ayan. So, in this case, ang AC of X natin, since ito is considered to be negative, ang corresponding direction niya is going to the left. So, in this case, ang actual value ng BC natin is at a value of 26.664. So, minus AC of X, kung saan yung AC of X natin, bibreakdown natin, yung X maging cosine ng theta of X, which is equivalent to 0. Yan. So, in this case, you have positive 26.664 minus you have AC. So, ang katubas ng cosine ng theta of X is you have adjacent side all over hypotenuse side. So kung titingnan natin figure, ang adjacent side niya is 7.5, hypotenuse side niya is you have 8.07774, which is equivalent to 0. So i-cross multiply natin siya. So as in, you have 26.664 multiplied by 8.07774 divided by 5. Yun na ngayon magiging actual value na member AC. So, once computed properly, ang value natin ng AC is at a value of 28.718 kN. Now, para malaman natin kung siya ba is actually tension and compression, kung pagbabasehin natin yung direction ng AC of X, malamang sa malamang, ang resultant force AC is going down. Now, since yung arrowhead niya, papalayo dito sa joint being considered, which is at joint C, ang corresponding effect niya is via tension. Kasi ang tendency is hinihila siya. So, tension siya. So, after ng X equation, ang gagawin natin dito is yung vertical equation. So, summation forces vertical tayo. All forces going up, considered to be positive. So, tinaman natin. So, since yung AC natin is via tension, yung AC of Y natin is actually going down. So, since yung AC of Y natin is going down, ang sign convention niya is found to be negative. Yan. And then, kung papasin natin, ang kukontra sa kanya is actually itong CD. So, since CD lamang kukontra sa kanya, at ang choice lang natin dito, ang pagbabasahin is negative, ang i-affix natin sign convention dito kay CD para mag-0 is actually positive. So, positive 0 is equivalent to CD. So, gamitin natin yung value ng AC, which is 28.718. So, AC, sin ng theta of X plus CD is equivalent to 0. So, yung negative AC, you have negative 28.718. Ang sign ng angle, which is theta of X, is equivalent to opposite all over hypotenuse. Opposite side is you have 3. Hypotenuse side, you have 8.07774. Plus CD is equivalent to 0. So, 28.718 multiplied by 3 divided by 8.07774. Yun ang ngayon ang magiging value ng member B, CD. So, if computed properly, ang value natin ng CD is found to be at the value 10.666 kN. Now, kung titignan natin, ang sign convention ng CD natin is found to be positive. So, base sa equation to, pag pataas daw, ang sign convention niya is positive. So, ang direction ngayon ng CD natin is pataas. So, kung pataas siya, ang corresponding effect nitong member CD natin, respective sa joint C, is via compression. So, ayan. So, tabulate natin yung value ng CD dito sa ating table. So, ang CD natin is at 10.666 kN. So, ang corresponding load type naman natin is via compression. So, isa na lang kulang natin. Ang kulang natin is at or via member AD. So, consider naman natin yung joint D. Tapos, pagdating sa dulo, consider naman natin yung joint E. Mainly for checking purposes. So, kung i-isolate natin yung joint D, ito yung makikita natin. So, with only two remaining joints, A and D, unahin muna natin yung joint D. So, joint D, ito siya. So, lumalabas na makikita natin yung previously computed value ng reaction going up at 10.67. And then, gamitin natin yung previously computed value ng CD, which is via compression. So, compression, yung arrowhead niya, papunta doon sa joint being considered, which is at joint D, at the value of 10.666 kN. So, kung titignan natin ngayon dalawang value, yung 10.666 as well as 10.67, almost the same sila. So, tingnan natin itong right triangle natin dito. Ang right triangle natin dito, ang opposite side, you have 1. Adjacent side is you have 7.5. So, kung kukuhanin natin yung Pythagorean, gagamitin natin yung Pythagorean theorem formula para makuha natin hypotenuse side niya. Ang value niya is you have 7.5664. Yan, di ba? So, from the configuration, lumalabas, by summation forces vertical, so you have negative CD kasi the direction niya is going down. Tapos, yung RD naman natin going up, you have positive RD. So, anticipate man natin, sabihin natin mayroong value yung AD of Y, positive or negative AD of Y is equivalent to 0. So, lagay na natin yung mga corresponding value. Ang CD natin is you have negative 10.666 kN, samantalang RD natin, you have positive 10.67. So, positive or negative AD of Y is equivalent to 0. So, pansinin natin na pagdating sa portion na to, almost 0 na siya. As in, ang difference between the two is found to be at the value of 0.004. So, positive, since it is positive, ang pipili natin sign convention is negative is equivalent to 0. Ngayon, lumalabas na yung 0.004, breakdown natin AD of y. So, AD of y natin lalabas as AD sin and theta of x is equivalent to 0. Now, yung 0.004 minus AD, so yung breakdown natin yung sine ng angle which is 1 all over 7.5664 is equivalent to 0. So, papansinin natin ngayon, 0.004 multiplied by 7.5664 all over 1, yun nga yung magiging value ng AD. Ngayon, pag sinimplify natin yung equation, lumalabas ng value natin ng AD is found to be at the value of 0.0303 kilonewton. So, yung value natin na ito is almost equivalent to 0. So, ano yung ibig sabihin nun? So, kung papansinin nyo, since nag-almost equivalent to 0 yan, walang binibit-bit na load yung AD. So, with zero load, member AD is found to be redundant. So, pag sinabi natin redundant, wala pa siyang binibigay ng corresponding effect or support. Pero, supposedly, say for example, magkaroon ng failure on one part of the member or one member, lumalabas doon na siya magkakaroon ng corresponding effect. Diba? So, doon na ngayon papasok yung kanyang presence. So, in this case, sabihin, kahit tanggalin natin yung AD do sa actual configuration, hindi masisira yung configuration natin kasi wala naman siyang binibit-bit na load. So, yung AD natin is considered to be a redundant member. So, redundant in the sense na wala siyang binibit-bit o wala siyang na-encounter na force. So, tingnan natin. So, another solution, instead na tayo mag-take ng summation forces vertical, mag-take tayo ng summation forces horizontal. So, ang problem natin dito is ganito. Wala tayong makikitang ibang reference load na horizontal. So, bakit ganon? Kasi lumalabas na yung component o yung member natin na AD is actually considered to be redundant. So, ibig sabihin, wala siyang binibit-bit na actual load. So, again, pwede natin siyang tanggalin kung saan hindi po pwede mag-collapse yung ating corresponding figure. So, redundant pa rin yung member AD natin. So, AD is equivalent to 0. So, with no horizontal component of force to counter, masasabi natin ngayon ng AD is said to be redundant. Yan. So, AD natin 0 kilonewton, tapos siya is actually redundant. So, check natin siya by the last joint that has yet to be considered. So, babasinin natin, nandito si AB, nandito si AC, nandoon pa rin si AD, pero pinakita na natin na yung value niya is set to be 0. So, ayan. So, lagay na natin yung value ng AB. So, yung AB natin is 33.33. So, kilonewton. At ang kanyang corresponding effect is biocompression. So, meaning, yung arrowhead niya papunta doon sa joint being considered, which is at joint A. Tapos, yung AC naman natin, ang AC niya, ang magnitude is you have 28.718. And then, yung arrowhead naman niya, since ito is biotension, papalayo doon sa joint being considered, which is at joint A. So, tingnan natin. So, kung tayo man ay magtitik ng summation forces horizontal, ang magtatalo lamang dyan o makonsider lang natin dyan is yung x component ng AC as well as yung x component ng AB. Yun lang dalawa. Kasi lumalabas, wala naman x component si area of y. And then, lalong walang x component si AD kasi ang AD natin is equivalent to 0. So, in this case, breakdown natin yung AB. Lumalabas ang AB of x natin is going to the left. So, meaning, ang sign convention niya is negative. Breakdown naman natin yung AC of x. So, since ang direction niya is going to the right, ang sign convention niya is positive AC of x. Now, since dalawa lang naman sila, pwede na natin sarado equation natin which is equivalent to 0. So, breakdown natin, AB of x, you have AB cosine theta of x. AC of x, you have AC cosine theta of x is equivalent to 0. So, ang AB, tapos, ang katumbas natin ng cosine ng angle, so, adjacent all over hypotenuse, tingin tayo sa AB. So, AB ito, adjacent sides you have 4 all over 5. 4 all over 5. Tapos ito, you have positive AC. Katumbas naman itong cosine ng angle natin is adjacent all over hypotenuse. So, in this case, you have 7.5 all over 8.07774 is equivalent to 0. So, i-list down na natin o i-tabulate na natin yung mga corresponding values. So, si AB, ang value niya is you have negative 33.33 multiplied by 4 all over 5 plus AC. Ang AC natin is you have 28.718 multiplied by 7.5 all over 8.07774 is equivalent to 0. Now, pag sinimplify natin yung left side na equation natin, ang lalabas sa kanya is you have negative 0.00001741 which is technically almost equivalent to 0. So, ibig sabihin, check siya. So, ibig sabihin, tama lang ang ginawa natin kanina. Kung saan sinabi natin na redundant o walang binibit-bit na load yung AD. So, another equation is, instead na tayo mag-check by summation forces horizontal, gawin naman natin is checking by summation forces vertical. So, tingnan natin, yung RFY natin, base sa configuration, sa isolation natin going up, ang sign convention niya is positive. Then, kung titingnan natin, since yung AB natin is via compression, ang corresponding Y component niya is going down. So, since going down, you have negative AB of Y. Then, kung titingnan natin, breakdown natin yung AC sa kanyang AC of Y, lumalabas ang AC of Y natin is going up. So, since going up siya, lumalabas ang sign convention niya is positive. Yan. So, since wala na, is equivalent to 0. So, breakdown na natin o exaggerate na natin yung corresponding variables natin. As in, you have positive RA of Y minus AB sine ng theta of X plus you have AC sine ng theta of X is equivalent to 0. So, once again, you have positive RA of Y minus AB. So, katumbas natin ng sine ng angle is opposite all over hypotenuse. So, opposite side, kanina ginamit natin adjacent side which is 4 all over 5. Ito naman, opposite side, you have 3 all over 5. So, AB multiplied by 3 all over 5 plus AC. Then, tingin tayo sa AC. So, yung opposite side natin dito is you have 3. Hypotenuse side naman niya is you have 8.07774. Is equivalent to 0. So, salpak na natin yung mga previously computed values. RFY natin is you have 9.33. Ang AB naman natin is you have 33.33 kilonewton multiplied by 3 all over 5. And then yung actual value natin ng AC, you have 28.718 kilonewton multiplied by 3 all over 8.07774. So, is equivalent to 0. Pagka sinimplify natin yung pinaka-left side of the equation, ang lalabas sa kanya is you have negative 0.002393, which is essentially, or technically speaking, almost equivalent to 0. So, still, via summation forces horizontal saka via summation forces vertical, lumalabas na tama lamang yung ating mga na-compute na mga values. So, in this case, the following are magnitudes of loads or forces and then the load type upon which the members of the truss are actually subjected. So, member AB natin, which is ito, ang magnitude of force natin is you have 33.33 kilonewton. And then yung corresponding load type natin is via compression. So, yung member AC naman natin, which is ito, ang magnitude niya is you have 28.718 kilonewton. And then yung load type naman natin dito is via tension. Another one is yung member AD, which is yung nasa pinakailalim. So, yung AD natin, ang magnitude ng force natin dito is found to be at a value of 0 kN. So, sabihin, walang binibit-bit na load itong tinutukoy natin member AD. So, essentially, kung titingnan natin to, pwede na natin tanggalin yung AD kasi wala naman siyang binibit-bit na load dito, di ba? So, sabihin, magkakaroon lamang siya ng silbi, supposedly, meron tayong at least isang member dito na eventually mag-fill o magbabakel. Yan. So, second to the last one, ang member BC naman natin is found to be at a value 26.664 kilonewton kung saan ang corresponding load type naman natin is still via compression. Then last one is yung member CD. So, member CD natin was previously computed at 10.666 kilonewton and then yung load type naman natin dito is via compression. So, ayan. So, in discussion natin for this particular problem involving the method of joints. So, ayan.